You can't quite comprehend 600 miles. Imagine getting in your car and driving from here to some place that's 10 hours away. Imagine all of the land that you pass by.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna finish today. It's 180 miles to go.
With something really adventurous like bikepacking, your only option sometimes is to keep moving forward. Even if you do want to scratch, even if you are done, you know, you're in the middle of the woods and you're overcommitted. You're like, well, okay, I'm done. As soon as I get to the next town, I'm going to scratch, but you still have to get there. You're out there in the world. So even for the super competitive people in these events, like, there's so much about the landscape and the people and the towns that you go through, especially in Vermont, that really, you know, that is really what stays with you. It's more of the character of the route than just the numbers.
Dean and I, all we were gonna do was go to a coffee shop. Then we're like, oh, what's down this road? And it turned into like a 40-mile ride. I think that's when it really clicked for us to be like, huh, we can kind of go far on these things. When I was really little, I lived on like a dead-end street, and I would like ride my bike in the woods and be like, I don't think I'm supposed to have this back here. Like, but I just always wanted to keep going, and like the adventure side of it.
The first cool things I've done in my life since I'm talking 4, right? Like, it's always been right around my bicycle.
You could get on, you can go wherever I wanted. I could always see my friends, I can always do that. I didn't have to rely on people to drive me anywhere.
Your bike was like your vehicle for freedom.
I think something like a bike should be the exact replica of the person. You should be able to look at a bike and be like, I get that person's vibe.
What I love about this is that there's no right or wrong. It's just, you know, how you manage it. The challenge is, because I'm only 5 feet tall, and my bike has a small frame, is finding different places to put things. I really had a hard time finding a road bike for my height, but I find that it's much easier with a gravel bike and also with a mountain bike to find something more suited to me. Sometimes I have to go into like a children's bike.
Bikepacking can mean different things to different people.
This is not mountain biking. It's not road riding. I would not call it gravel riding. What do you call this?
Bikepacking is bike touring. It appeals to a similar group of people as camping or backpacking, because it's like saying I'm gonna get out and sleep outside, and I'm gonna ride my bike to get there.
That's probably as good as it gets.
You can definitely detect a bikepacker just riding around. It's a totally different mindset, I think, from like gravel racing or, you know, road riding or even mountain biking. There's just kind of this more free, exploratory mind, I think, that gets drawn to it.
You've got all your stuff on your bike and it's just weird. People don't get it. I wear what I'm wearing right now, you know, just like a flannel or some shorts, you know.
This is Diddy Kong. Rigid, single speed, should be good for the Super 8.
Things that you choose to have such like cooperation with, you gotta name it. And so like Comanche comes from the Comanche Native American warriors, you know. I just thought that relationship of a man and a horse that is what a bike is for me.
Vermont Bikepackers is a volunteer-operated nonprofit, and we're also a chapter of the Vermont Mountain Bike Association. We're different in that we don't maintain actual trails, we maintain data and information.
In Vermont, all the towns had to designate all of their roads, and all of that is public information. And that kind of like sparked for people of how to connect different types of bikepacking routes all throughout the state of Vermont.
I gotta start with David Tremblay. He was the first president of the Vermont Mountain Bike Association. So he's been around for a while, although he definitely still acts like a child. He got a hold of me, and then he got Chris Denon, who lives in southern Vermont, and said, hey, you guys wanna help scout this figure 8? And I'd never met Chris before, but we just met up to go on a 2-night scouting ride together and just immediately hit it off. So we would ride a few different areas and kind of, talk about what we wanted the route to be, which became the Super 8.
I rode the route, and it was just amazing to see how they made it flow.
The Vermont Super 8 is a 640-mile bikepacking route that travels through the state of Vermont in the shape of a figure 8. It links together gravel roads, dirt roads, some pavement, and then some really rugged, ancient town highways. It also uses single track in some areas. It uses some rail trails in some areas. It uses some community paths. It's a bikepacking route across a variety of surfaces.
Riding on these roads, you're oftentimes riding on a piece of history that's over 200 years old. And that's got a lot of appeal. That's our clubhouse, the whole entire state.
Riders have 3 mileage options. You can either ride just the North Lobe, which is 260 miles. You can ride just the South Lobe, which is 380 miles. Or you can ride the full 8, which is 640 miles, and that would be the North and then the South, or the South and then the North, however you want to do it. I don't refer to it as a race because it's not a race for everybody. It'll be a race for some people riding in the front, but for most of the people riding it, it's more about, can I take this challenge on? Can I complete it? It's hard to compare times because different things happen across different years. And so I think that is going to push away people who care only about these comparisons and care only about competitiveness. There has to be at least as much camaraderie as there is competitiveness if you're going to focus on finishing this event, and riding for 4 or 5 days in a row.
Dear Dan and organizers of the Vermont Super 8 Grand Depart, I am writing to express my intent to participate in the Grand Depart of the Vermont Super 8 from Montpelier on Friday, September 24th, 2021.
My plan is to tackle the North Lobe. Last year I had to call it quits in Island Pond due to saddle sores. Got me a fancy new Brook seat and look forward to putting in more time to get ready for the event.
You don't get much of a chance to ride 680 miles in Vermont during peak foliage, but I'm going to do it this fall, so that'll be one thing that I'll always remember.
I'm a cyclist and a triathlete out of New Hampshire. March 10th, I got hit by a car on my road bike. I was pretty devastated when that accident happened. So when I found the Super 8, it kind of gave me something to look forward to.
I think I'm somewhere in between the vacation person and the high intensity elite up front. I can't really decide.
What an amazing feeling to plan a route and then give it away for free and then have all these people kind of do the same thing that you kind of were thinking about, and now people are trying to post the fastest time on it. I just think that's super awesome,
I've been working on my own for so long towards being able to accomplish something like this. And after doing it, I think that mentally, I'll feel like I'm ready to take on some of the bigger challenges that I want to do.
Oh, we got some skinny tires over here.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is like, thanks, yeah. This is like the biggest one we've had yet, which is really awesome. Remember all the sacrifices you made to get here? Like everyone here like has a day job and is just like a regular person. You know, give yourself a couple chances to get over whatever kind of short-term, you know, pain or like chafing or mental space that you're in. After 2 or 3 days, if you're new to this, your decision-making ability is gonna go down and you're not gonna realize it. Don't scratch at night. Like don't scratch if you've just been riding straight for 2 or 3 days. You're probably not thinking straight. Give yourself a chance to get over it and then think about your decision again the next morning. That's my only main word of advice there. Yeah. How's it going? Good.
Someone back in the parking lot was like, where am I gonna put the beer? And I was like, in the portable backpack. That's where you put the beer, you know? So I know I'm overpacked. That's ridiculous. It's all part of making sure I have fun this time.
Well, I said take it or leave it, and she left it on the bedroom floor. There was quiet in the corners, there was trouble in a bag behind the door. And all the lies too oft repeated, they were seated in repose upon the porch. Now that you're holding up your diary every time we meet, saying this may be the single saddest book there'll ever be. Sit down beside me, pick a place and read, and I will hear you, and I will hear you.
My chain.
We're doing good, really good. My legs are tired because I rode 140 miles 3 days ago because I'm dumb.
I still need to lose my chain.
So here's the situation. We're like probably like 5 miles in. And it's like probably like maybe 10 o'clock. Real rough start. Just pissing down rain. All the technicals. My faithful companion is coming up. Yeah, late start, but we got high spirits.
I didn't want to lose the lead, but it's like I'm wrecking my chain already. I think that first dirt road just killed it, you know?
Hey, I need some chain lube for my bell.
I'll take a large cappuccino.
We can hook you guys up. What do you guys want? We got it all. Come on in.
Yeah?
Yeah. Teas, coffee, maple syrup, honey, broth, water, quinoa.
Do you want an electrolyte tablet in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
There's so much of this that sort of relies on the graciousness of communities that are out there.
Hey, electrolyte tablet or just water?
Just water.
Anything for you, sir?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, thank you.
We're visitors and guests everywhere.
You know, I always talk about the people who come here. They come this way with a little bit of effort, you know, on a bicycle or maybe through a bad storm. And I think most of them super appreciate, you know, coming through a beautiful state like Vermont and really appreciating every moment of it. We bring a lot of people to Vermont maybe for the first time and they're out on a couple of day, you know, bike packing and they fall in love with Vermont after one ride. And they often will come back and buy a home here and maybe live and raise a family here. And so it brings some awesome people here who want to stay and be part of it.
That night in cold Colorado, you told me more than you parted. And I drink the next.
I'm new to bikepacking. I'm a female, not great at climbing still because my leg hurts. Like, there's a lot of things that are not in my favor for this. I don't want to waste time thinking about it. I just want to do it. It was my dad. He always kind of told me you get out of life what you put into it. He passed away 10 days after my 20th birthday. He loved life. He loved skiing. He loved being outdoors. He loved his kids. He loved his wife. And he really pushed me to just do things I love and don't be scared and go all in. And if you fail, you fail. Just try harder next time. I feel like sometimes you spend your life trying to find that one thing that makes you happy. Like, you have your kids and your family and your job and your life. And when you finally find that one thing, it's like, oh my God. Yes, I'm climbing up these hills and it sucks and I'm hot or cold or wet or whatever, but I love it. That's what I want my kids to learn. I want them to know what it feels like to work hard and do things for yourself. So that's kind of where that comes from, is my dad.
Wow, it's so cool to see everyone spread out like that. Look at this line of riders on the South Lobe. That's awesome. They're down near, let's see, a lot of people spread out down by sort of the Stratford area, going up and over Turnpike. It's a really beautiful Class 4. I hope everyone's having a good time. It's fast, but it's just super climby. The South Lobe is super climby, and everyone's gonna be pretty tired by the time they get to Woodstock.
Be up a little bit higher here, but I don't know. Oh, what about here? What about this? Oh, this might actually be better. Yeah, this is a better spot right there.
Justin, you eat a cookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God! You're carrying all these. Oh, it's okay. Actually, weeks. Initially, for some reason, I thought there was going to be beer stops. So, yeah, you know what? That's a all-in-one combo. But yeah, it just seemed like a really good ride, and yeah, I just wanted to check it out for quite a while, and I guess now's as good time as any.
I met up with Steph this summer, and we got to talking about doing some big rides, and turns out that this sounded an interesting point, and then Justin just happened to tag along with us, and we're all compatible, so it's same pace and all that, so we figured, hey, why not, you know?
Oh, thanks. Smoking a hot fire here. There we go.
Need some marshmallows.
Maybe about 2 months ago, I started practicing sleeping outside. I'm really afraid of the dark. So I started camping outside the front door of our house. Get used to it. At my age, 53, like I want other women to know that, you know, in your 50s, you can still do challenging things. I was always really active and enjoyed the outdoors and things like that. Then I got married, my first marriage, and it really turned into like a very bad situation, and it just kept getting worse. But it was running that kept me grounded. When my confidence was being torn away at home, like it was something that when I went out to do to see what my body could do, like it gave me the confidence in myself that I never knew that I had. I really believe that with what I was doing, it gave me the confidence to make changes in my life. I was just like, I have to either like live with my situation or I have to change it. So pretty. The air feels good today too. The leaves changing so fast.
Bikepacking for me, it's huge. It's a big tool for introspection. In our everyday lives, it's really easy to get stuck in your routines and to be comfortable in what you know and what you do. And so on these rides, when you're going out there for days and your body's aching and it just kind of gets to a point where it like frees your mind to really exit, you know, your everyday thought process. The second time that I rode in 2019, I was prepping for the ride. It was the summer. I was down in Boston, and I was biking home from work, and this guy rode up behind me, and he was like, "Oh, hey, nice sandals." And we were wearing the same sandals. I told him about the Super 8 and how I was planning to do it, and he got really excited about it. He had never done that sort of riding before. About a week later, he texted me saying that he took time off work and was gonna ride it, and asked if he could join me. Decided to go for it, and I'm really glad I did. His name is Matt, and he's one of my, you know, best friends at this point.
There's something about just riding for a really long time that's gonna cause, you know, superficial reasons or even maybe negative energy to kind of burn off. And that sort of extra stuff boils off over a really long ride, and what you're left with is whatever it is that actually keeps people going, which, you know, I like to think is all the good things.
Hey, Jay, make it look good. You'll never catch me.
Yeah. There were like 6 of us that rolled in at about the same time.
Were there that many?
Like 12:30. Yeah, there was 5 of us. 5 of us.
I remember looking up mine.
There's just the 3 of us, and then Tim rolled in. Which was a pleasant surprise because I hadn't seen you all day.
You guys pulled away like in the very beginning. I was like, they're gone. I don't know where they're going.
Gendered butt glide. Had no idea that they made this stuff gendered. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It works great for men too. It works. Still works.
To the top, baby. Top of the
CCC. It's a beautiful sight right there. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Top of the CCC. Oh, yeah. Have some gummy worms. Celebration gummy worms. We're stoked.
Bike race called the Super 8.
How many days?
However long it takes me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I slept in the woods last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you.
Everything was wet.
Yeah.
Even the shit in my bag. Like my sleep clothes, my warm clothes were wet. My sleeping bag was a little wet. Like, it sucked. I don't really feel like summing it up tonight, so I think I'm just gonna keep going. I have a note from my daughter. It says, "Go, mommy, go." She made that for me when I did my triathlon. I'm gonna tape it to my bike. There's so much mud. I don't think I ever want to see mud again after today. Okay, I left at like 9:30, maybe 10, and it's almost 3. So I've been going for 5 hours on a section that I thought would take me 2 hours, because I just didn't know that the terrain was gonna be like this. So like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't do it last night, but like as far as this morning goes, I'm just like, oh my God, I just want to get to like the Quebec border and Newport and
You know, I had a good moment of a whole cycle of despair and rebirth, where like I like kind of ran out of food, and I thought I was screwed. And then I made it to Island Pond before the tavern closed, and they were like, "How about a bowl of hot soup?" And I was just like, "Yes." So that saved my bacon. Hey, dog. Hey, doggy. Hey, buddy. Oh man, that's the worst I've had so far. So I haven't ridden Lowell Mountain in years. It was kind of emotional for me. It's like there's a lot that's happened in my life since then, and it's just such a beautiful section and such a nice time of year, and I'm feeling good. And I'm a little sleep deprived, so you know all the feels are coming out. But that's how this goes. It's like therapy.
I've just been dealing with this fucking anxiety. It's like new for me. The last like 2 days have been so good. And like, it's just coming out of fucking nowhere. It's like, I think you can get away from it, like riding your bike. Being out here is awesome. It's like nowhere I'd rather be, but I just like, I don't know, it comes over me like a wave. Just feeling like I'm stuck in a rut, and then I do stuff like this, and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna like get out of my rut and like break out of it, and then like when you get that like anxiety attack come over you, you're like, this isn't it. This isn't the fix. So, I don't know.
Sometimes you get, stuck in a bubble and you can't see how to get yourself out of. COVID's been really a difficult situation for most people. People really had to stay in, they had to stay closed off. Some people were living alone, and that was really difficult. The isolation was hard, the anxiety was through the roof.
I've got close ones working in hospitals and really seeing, how everything's going down, and, you really can't take for granted what you have, and you don't know how long it's gonna last. When I was thinking of moving up here, I was talking to friends, and, one theme that I heard a lot from people was, oh yeah, I think I would like to retire there one day. To me, that just didn't really make a whole lot of sense, especially with our mortality so at hand. Why wait 20 years and hope that it's gonna be there when, if you can identify it as something that's important to you and that you want, it's good to act on it, I think, and to be able to live the life that you want to live. I don't want to be just retiring to what I enjoy. I want to be able to live that my whole life.
In COVID, I lost my dad to COVID. So I think all last year, bikepacking was what I had. So I would just be like, all right, I'm just gonna go in the woods and camp with friends. We wouldn't talk about it, and I would, not in service. And it was kind of that mental escape where I just didn't have to think or talk to anyone. We were just kind of riding together and having fun together.
For some people, the sort of mental benefits of a long endurance activity are really important. I personally have used bikepacking as almost a sort of escapism when I've been going through maybe some more difficult times in my life.
It forces presence. It makes me be very present and in my surroundings, and that's really good for my head.
I heard a ping, and then my rear disc was basically free spinning on the wheel. Got it bungeed here. Whew. Not a great way to start, but otherwise it's going well.
Going 5. Good morning. My wife texted me and said she's really sick. You're doing a little better now? Good? That was fun. Actually, how I started this morning.
It's not a great way to start.
Yeah, finding a beeline to walk in here.
Just going right through these brake pads. Let's see if I can find the nearest bike shop. This is the second set of brake pads that I've gone through. I've had this bike for 15 years, and 2 weeks ago was the first time I had the brake pads replaced.
Signed up in August, late August. Just seemed to work out with the schedule. I have 2 kids. I live in Philadelphia, so.
What age?
10 and 12. It's a fun age. The early years are long. They're fun, but they're long. It goes so fast, though. That's what's crazy about it. So I feel like it's over before I enjoy it. This is kind of like my mental health break, if that makes sense. I've always been a primary parent for our kids. My wife's an attorney. She works a lot. So I've been stay-at-home dad for since they were 12 weeks old.
There, Beaver's back up. You guys go. Little kids and dogs. Getting my COVID test results today.
I had to go all the way to Randolph yesterday. I lost probably 4 hours. I had to get a new cable put in. Oh, look, another hill.
Yeah.
So that sucked, but I tried to make up some time and ride through the night.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I am compared to everyone else, but whatever. Just gonna finish.
Woo! Woo!
What time is it? 4:34.
Congrats, man.
Oh, thanks. I'm very tired. Whoa.
That's the most applause I've ever gotten finishing here.
For one person to clap for you.
That was great.
Yes.
Congratulations, man. I can't believe it. This is like your first like big like bikepacking race or like ultra endurance ride or
true.
whatever.
Yeah.
And you crushed it. He's like a scientist. He's like planning out everything and then everything goes exactly according to his plan and he's never done it before.
I mean, it didn't quite go according to plan. There was this like, I don't know, it felt like 100 miles of having to walk in the mud with my bike last night.
That wasn't part of your plan.
It wasn't exactly part of my plan. If it hadn't been for that, I would have been back a long time ago.
That was a rough section. That is for sure. You know, I was like, so I really enjoyed this ride. So this is my third one of these to do this year, and this has been my favorite, even though like, and it's just because Vermont is awesome.
Yeah.
Both my right ankle and my right knee are in a decent amount of pain right now. It hurts in the same way that it did my first Super 8. It's the same movement and pain.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I called a little. I have no brakes. I was wondering if you could help me out.
Yeah. No fun to have no brakes.
Oh, that's brutal. thinking ahead, just like 16 miles, and how long is it taking me? It's like 6 hours. This can't keep happening like every day, you know? Every day I have to look for a bike shop and run there for 10 miles. So it's discouraging.
Two things that are of concern to me.
Yes, absolutely.
This pad's going in and out like this, but this
Right.
one is like this, or like this rather. So it's coming in and then kind of twisting like that, and it wears it funny. If you're gonna keep getting all this stuff on you, that's
Yeah,
the problem,
well,
you know?
those are the
And it doesn't
roads.
matter whose pads or whose brakes or whatever they, you can
Right.
have $600 of hydraulic brakes on there, and it's
Okay.
still the same friction material.
Okay.
And you throw in water, grit, and heat,
Yeah.
and away it goes.
Yeah, those are the roads I'm gonna be on.
And you like that?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna get the saddlebags on and settle up. I really appreciate you taking this last minute. 3:41. Get back on track and just go as far as I can. See what happens, see what unfolds.
My feet hurt so bad. I think because of all the rain, my feet have been wet for like 2 days. I don't want to. They're so wet. This is fun. The hardest part.
Pretty sure that's where we just were. Yeah. It's Burke. Yeah.
I forget all that garbage I said about giving up. We're feeling really good. You know, Ash has been so good with being so positive. She's been crushing it and keeping me above board.
I'm not a mountain biker. I ride gravel and like some class 4, and that's as far as I'll go. And having to haul up Burke today was like so out of my comfort zone and took way longer than I thought. And both of my front panniers actually broke. Those rocks are just unforgiving. When I hit the gravel again, it felt really good, but I mean, I was like up top, Burke, like wondering if I was ever gonna get off of Burke and like trying to keep these on, and yeah, that was my challenge so far today. I think the other challenge will be like feeling good about wherever I end up camping.
I'm gonna stay at the campground tonight so I can stop early and get rest and do a lot of stretching. If I wake up tomorrow and it still sucks, then I might spend a whole day here and just like hang out and do yoga and meditate and stretch and have like a chill day. And then the next day, finish Montpelier and decide if I'm gonna keep riding or finish. But I can't ride like this, so it was really slow going the whole day.
I think I started riding at 2:45. Last night, passed out, woke up 90 minutes later, cold. Just I can't stay here. The ground was all lumpy. It smelled like manure. I think I was in a cow field. And then I went over and then just started going. I think this is what I need. Just to warm up, and then I'll just keep going. This is really hard. This is really, really hard. Sometimes I feel like you can't overstay with all that.
For your love of delicate. It's a thank you for choosing to run on the confident.
Why are you drinking here? It's not that good.
It's popping here right now.
I know.
I guess it's sundown.
Perfect day.
Did that guy just finish the Southern Loop?
Yeah. Wow.
That's wild.
He looks so clean.
Yeah.
I bet he
Suspiciously
stopped his
clean.
car. It wasn't too far. Did you guys go to Maple Fields?
No. Nate stayed at the first one. It must have been someone else. And then, yeah.
How were you after that turn?
Yeah. Was it feel good?
How were you after that turn?
Quick stop though, you're going all the way, right?
Yep. I am. I'm good.
You want a beer?
Obviously, we got bad news.
Yes.
Beer over here.
Oh, I'm psyched you guys are here. It's so cool.
What a beast, man. What, you thought we were going to leave without you?
I don't know, man. It's so cool.
Oh, here, this is what you need. You want a big boy?
This is the bear shit in the woods.
Cheers to
Cheers,
everyone.
man. Congrats. North Road, baby.
Halfway, baby.
No, a little under.
Yeah, the next loop's
One load down.
one down.
Met some really awesome people. Like, I've raced triathlon and things like that, and it's all fun and good competition. But then you think about, all you have to do is bury your head, look at the next turn, follow the arrows,
Right.
get to your next aid station where it's all waiting there for you, and people cheering you on, and then you're out here and you're having to navigate. And then sometimes your GPS works and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it tells you that you're off track and you're really on track. And that takes a lot of mental energy, but it's still all right, I'm figuring it out. I'm out here and I'm surviving, and I can take care of myself. And I think that's, it feels very rewarding to be able to do that. I got enough juice on everything to kind of get me to Bennington, but then that's where I'm going to call it. So I got to get my brakes fixed. Nate was telling me that there's a gnarly descent up here. So I'm going to have to walk it. So it's not a bad day.
When you're on your bike all day and you just keep riding and now it's nighttime and now it's early in the morning and then the air changes. Just everything about it is different than it was a few hours ago. And then you keep riding and you start to see the sky get a little lighter. And then you have another change. It's those energies are I don't know. I mean, it's deep because that's kind of the things I think about when I'm out there. It's driven to connect to things that you can't explain. Well, you can't see anything but a little dot on the street from your headlight, and you hear distinctively a moose cross the road in front of you, and like get up through the woods, and you can't find it. And that thing is just gone. You know, it's like, what put that there at the same time as me? Why did that just happen? And then why is it now gone like it never happened?
Oh yeah, it's night.
They're like, oh, we're getting down this mountain. And it looks like it's gonna flatten out. And I'm looking for that little finish line icon on there. And then I switch back to the maps and it says off course. And I'm like, we're in the woods right now. Like, I was just like, oh my, I'm so sorry. It finished just as chaotic as it started. Yep. Every last bit of it.
Averaging like 4 miles an hour, you know. All right. My light keeps dying. I keep having to plug it in. Where am I going? That way. I rode for 27 hours straight to finish. I was so tired that like I thought the trees were people and they were talking to me. Usually when I'm in a really tough spot, it's my dad who I usually kind of like talk to and think about. You connect with things and people that aren't even there. Like they may not physically be there, but they're there.
Oh, it's day 5.
Good for you.
Yeah, we've been taking it nice and easy.
It's been harder than I thought it would be.
Oh, jeez.
It's just, I think it's the mud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Good morning.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. Getting ready for school? I miss you.
I miss you.
Mommy just finished your bike race.
Good job, Mama.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you.
Sorry.
I look at our road and it's disrepair. The feelings I look for are no longer there.
There's like a wave of emotions that come after this. It's hard, but like I'm very fortunate and I got over a lot of fears.
That was tough. Really tough.
Great.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, and I'm glad I had these guys to come go with me. Wouldn't have made it on my own. I'll be back next year.
You go out and you do this crazy, amazing thing. You finish, you come back to your car, you go home, and you continue on with your regular life. We're all parents and professionals and have lives, and it'll be in my mind and I'll be thinking about it and trying to process what happened. But I'm also gonna go home and be a mom and go back to work tomorrow and all that too, so it's interesting, the dynamic.
I tell myself to enjoy it, which sounds like really silly, but I think like this whole experience has been such a learning process, and like that's what I love about it.
And it's disrepair.
Hey, I'm standing at the Capitol. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Oh, thank you. You're uncomfortable. Your legs burn. It's temporary. It's all temporary, right? I'm temporary. We're all temporary, and that's the beauty of it all, right? So, you have to embrace the moment. Totally embrace it. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
That was really, really good.
Are you watching?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
During the event, you're gonna be wondering, why did I do this? Why did I sign up for this? What am I doing out here? But then as time goes on, maybe 3 or 4 months down the road, people think back on it and they say, wow.
People were just asking like, oh, how's your ride? You know, just kind of like, and I was like, man, that question alone is just so like complex.
It didn't turn out how I expected, but still had a really solid time challenging myself, riding in a way that I haven't before, which is like riding into the night.
It's just starkly illustrated in how beautiful your surroundings are out there and how easily you can completely be lost or you can be oblivious to it because you're so worried about the future. And I just thought, it's something to hold on to.
When I was young, I would talk through my teeth, throwing crab apples at cars in the street. Now I left the lights on, but still could not sleep, for who knows what might pass in the night.
I got way too much food.
Now when we got older and I moved away,
This is probably the best store I've stopped at.
I left my family to look for my fate. They look for theirs too, it's not always safe. I am proud of
$410 for a luxury suite. A dry feet worth $400?
but I want to touch things that no one can see. I want to be someone
It's been a fucking ride, for sure. I've been riding for the past 100 miles with no cleats, and I plan to do so till I finish because I'm done with technical bullshit. See you on the other side.
something wonderful.
Oh, buddy.
Woo. That was a close one.
He had no thing to add. For any sane man wants that which they can't have.
Don't have to worry about our clothes being dry tonight because we're going home.